Hello, it's D10, and the video you're going to be watching in the background is going to be a special episode of Chem Strike with every submachine gun. And this episode is going to be a double Chem Strike, but I actually get it with two different guns. I get the first Chem Strike with the BIZON, or the BIZON, however you want to say it, and I get the second Chem Strike with the K.E.M. But I'll explain more about that a little bit later into the video. But the BIZON, or the BIZON, is, in my opinion, the worst gun in the whole game of CoD Ghosts. And that's just because I don't know what it is about it. It's the iron sights, the recoil, the range, everything about it just seems bad. And that's the class right there on the screen. So pause the video there and make sure you get that class down if you ever plan on using this gun. But like I was saying just now, this is definitely the worst gun in the game. I don't understand why people use it in competitive when it is just such a bad gun. The recoil is, like, as you can see in this video, it's quite bad. And also the range and damage of it is just a really weak gun. So that is why I wouldn't really recommend using it unless you're playing competitive. But I don't really know much about that because I've actually not played anything to do with competitive in a whole lot of Ghosts. But that's why I'm a pub stomping channel, not competitive. The one good aspect that I can think about this gun though is the hip fire. There is no need to use steady aim on this gun because as you can see right now on the screen, the crosshairs are very tightly packed together, so it's very easy to get them hip fire kills, and I think I do get quite a few in this gameplay alone. But as I said earlier, this gun has got very bad range, very bad recoil, and so that means that the best thing to do with this gun is to definitely stay in close quarter combat, and that's why I'm just staying around this building really. You kind of have to use this gun more like a shotgun than a submachine gun, and it's kind of really the same as like the CBJ in that aspect. So if you missed that episode of Chem Strike with every submachine gun, I'll leave that one in the description just so you can check it up, because it is quite a similar gun to the BIZON slash BIZON. So you can definitely get some more helpful tips from that also. I'm about to get the Chem Strike here and we're going to move on to the next gun, which is going to be the K.E.M. But like I said, I'm going to explain what's going on with that. This is actually a double Chem Strike, and I know this isn't technically an episode of Chem Strike with every submachine gun and assault rifle, and that's why the thumbnail or title doesn't say it. But I am using this for my K.E.M. and BIZON episodes just because I thought it would be something like a little bit better to include a double Chem Strike with two different guns. So that's that story with that. But just to make sure that people don't miss this, I'm going to make a playlist of the whole series once I finish with it, just so it'll be easy to find all the gameplays for the series. But the class setup has just popped on screen for the K.E.M. And I said in another video that it's probably my favourite submachine gun, but I have changed my mind now. I do think the MTAR is better, but I do still think this is the second best submachine gun in the game. I don't know why, I just feel like the iron sights are really nice. It does have a bit of recoil, but with the grip, it's quite easy just to stabilise that. And the one downfall with this gun is probably the range. It hasn't got very good range at all. If you do stay to relatively close range, like situations, then you should be able to pick off a lot of people. And the Deadeye perk really does help out with the submachine guns in this game, just because they are a lot weaker than the assault rifles, and that also makes them a lot harder to use. So if once you're on your specialist bonus, getting that Deadeye will really help you make your way up to the Chem. But the attachments I like to use on this gun are a little bit different. It is the grip and extended mags attachment, and that is just because you do get the silencer attachment already on the gun, so you might as well just use extended mags just to give you a little bit of a boost, because extended mags can't really do any damage. It's always going to make the gun better no matter what. And I find it also works out really well on the gun too. But the maps I do like to use this gun on are quite similar to guns like maybe the Vepr and the MTAR. Actually, I wouldn't say the MTAR. The MTAR is more of a medium range and close range submachine gun. Whereas this one I'd like to use on maps like Strike Zone, Freight, Warhawk maybe, Tremor also. I think that's really just about it. There's not many maps that help cater towards the submachine guns in this game, just because the maps are built so big. So submachine guns aren't really well suited in this game. But in yesterday's video I was talking a little bit about Titanfall, but I have actually got the beta now for the PC, so I'm going to be playing that. I don't know if I am going to be uploading it, but I'll definitely at least have like a first impressions video. Tomorrow I'll tell you my opinions on Titanfall and how I think the game's going to play out. It is going to be on the PC, but my friend Mystical Prime, you might know him, he's also in Razer, but he told me that I can plug in my PS4 controller to my PC, so hopefully I'll be able to get like more of a better gameplay with it, or maybe just enjoy it a lot more, just I'll probably be playing better using a PS4 controller. But the second Chem Strike actually slows down quite a bit. I'm pretty sure it was slower than the last Chem Strike, but it was quite fast paced at the start, as you probably noticed, but towards the end it has kind of slowed down a bit. But I do pick up the Chem Strike pretty soon, So if you've enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And I'll just leave you with the chem strikes exploding. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, bye.
Friendly chem strike incoming. Friendly chem strike incoming. Securing Alpha.